I had to cut that one. It hit 10 minutes, and this is like my first YouTube video, so I probably only have a 10-minute limit. I've got 2 records left. These two are what I would consider my favorite and probably second favorite album. Now that's saying my favorites can always change, but currently these are definitely my top 2 favorite albums. So the first one is by Ockerville River, and it's called Black Sheep Boy. Black Sheep Boy is, well, from the cover already, if you've listened to Tim Hardin, Black Sheep Boy is a Tim Hardin song. And the album has to do with him. The album's kind of a concept album, but more like all the songs are loosely have the same theme, and it's all about Tim Hardin and his cocaine addiction and the singer's failed relationships and problems. It's just some like country, alternative country, folk influenced stuff. This is what's titled the Definitive Edition, which comes with the album and then an extra EP called Black Sheep Boy Appendix, which is kind of like B-sides from the album, tracks that didn't make it on, and I always listen to them both at the same time. I feel like they really go well together. But I would really recommend checking out this. This is probably the best Ockerville River album, and if you like this, none of their work has ever been bad. I would just go chronologically because you can't go wrong with them. And what I would consider right now my all-time favorite album, and I'm gonna mess up the pronunciation, is by Siros, and it's called, okay, I looked up the pronunciation, so I'm gonna mess it up, but I'm trying, and it's Algaitis Birion. Either way, it's a Sigaros album, Sigaros, with the Blue Fetus on it. And this was the first post-rock album I ever heard. I heard it in 2008 or 9, and since then it has been my favorite album. And I finally found it on vinyl like earlier this year for a decent price because it gets kind of expensive sometimes. And I was pretty excited about it. And then right after I bought it, they repressed it, like a 2012 repressing, so I spent $45 to $50 after shipping on this album, and then now it's easily available for $30, which I guess is good, so more people can have it. But either way, that was kind of a bummer. But really ethereal sounding post-rock, I guess would be the word. This band is from Iceland, and this lead singer uses falsetto vocals, and they've got lots of, he also uses the guitar. He uses, I think, a cello bow, bowed guitar, lots of violins from an Icelandic string group. Some of their later stuff uses the London Boys Choir is on their '08 album, and that ends up really good. I don't know. With these guys, you can't go wrong. Listen to them. I guess it all depends on what you're looking for to get out of them. You know, if you're looking for some introspective, more thought-provoking albums, check out this one and their Untitled album, or the two parenthesis album. If you're looking for some more like pop, happier albums, their 2005 album Tack and their 2008 album with a really long name are good. Their first album, Vaughn, is a bit strange. It's nothing like their other stuff. But if you're a fan of Cocteau Twins or Ride or any of that 90s shoegaze, dream pop stuff, you'll actually really like Vaughn. I know a lot of Sigaros fans hate the album. They say it's not anything like Sigaros worth listening to, but if you give it a chance and you go in not expecting anything, that one's a good one. Their live albums are both very good, and their album from this year, Valtari, it's okay. I had really high hopes for it after them coming back after a 4-year hiatus, and it's just, honestly, I hate to say it, but it's a really boring album. It doesn't go anywhere, so I would not recommend starting with that one. Maybe if you enjoy them. But anyway, those are my 10 records to kind of give you an idea of what I listen to, my kind of taste. just more about me. I live in San Francisco. I generally, when I shop for records, I either go to Amoeba Music, which is great. It can be a little pricey, but they'll usually have what I want. I buy online from the labels. I've never had to use Discogs, never had to use eBay. I might in the future if there's something I'm hunting and I really, really want it and I have to have it, but I don't like to use that. I like to support the artists themselves and or the stores and buy from the stores, buy from the label. As for my own musical background, I took up piano when I was 5 and then I dropped it because I couldn't get the hang of it. I tried piano for like 6 years and I still could never get the hang of it. After all those years, I could never get the hang of playing both hands at the same time, different stuff. It just never came to me. But in 5th grade, I started playing saxophone for the school band. I took up alto sax. Played that through till once I got to high school. In March, I did marching band, and then I switched to tenor sax, and I enjoyed that a lot more. That was just the better saxophone for me. Played tenor sax for the rest of high school, and I haven't really done anything with it lately, but I can pick it up every now and again and play a bit, but I need to get back into it. And I guess how I discovered the vinyl community would be my last thing. And I have a Skype chat going with some of my friends who collect records. We have a little, we all use Tumblr and Skype. I'll post my Tumblr on my YouTube channel if you care to follow that. I post records and stuff, and music generally. But one of the people in my Skype chat linked me to Dan's video showing off his Boris collection because we were talking about Boris, and he had stumbled upon that video. So I watched that, and then I watched a lot of Dan's videos, and I didn't know there was a community until I kind of looked at the related videos, and I saw all these people doing it, and I think the next person I started watching was Derek, and I watched a lot of Derek's videos. So this was like a month ago, and I've slowly been getting more and more into it, just watching videos in my spare time. Looks like a fun thing to do, so I figured I would start and see where I could go with this. So my plan for videos is most likely at the end of every month. I'm going to post a video describing all my recent purchases, everything I've bought in that month. And then if I ever get anything new, have any interesting stories, then I'll post a video on that. So I'm looking forward to this. It should be a lot of fun, and let me guys know what you think. Thanks for watching.